Welcome to MMA Underground with Buddy V and the Canadian who is running a little late. So we got Jay today from the Yankee and the Brit. And today, as you see down below, we have a special guest, the Mr. Moose. Yeah. So how's it hanging today?
It's going good, brother.
Oh, you got a snake on you, damn.
Yeah, I figure I'll bring a cool necklace.
Just a little something, something. Dang. He's a killer inside the cage, and he has friends as killers. Ooh. So I was gonna say, before I start getting into some questions, anything you want to say real quick, Jay? I know I kind of took off right away.
Follow us on Spotify. We're starting to grow. Follow us on Spotify. And thank you guys all for your support. It's been awesome watching everything grow. And I'm excited to talk to Moose, man. I'm excited to talk about some StreetBeefs West Coast. Let's talk about some Smoke Ranch. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah. Are you going to be fighting soon?
I just actually injured my ankle. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Put the beast away. Okay. But yeah, I actually injured my ankle about 2 weeks ago. It was a small fracture right on that outside ankle bone. But luckily, I didn't hurt any tendons, so I should be jumping in there August, September, right around that time frame.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm trying to get back out. I was gonna get back out this month, but it wasn't gonna happen. Maybe next month, we'll see. But August, for sure, I will be in that cage again. So hell yeah, good luck to both of us, right?
Yes, sir.
So well, I was curious.
Big events coming up, right? I mean, there's the Scrap Yards doing their anniversary, and then you got the West Coast. What is it? 18, right? We're at 18 now. Yeah. So like both yards got some big events coming up. I saw some of the fights coming out for the StreetBeefs West Coast, and I was like, let's go. Our boy Little Diesel fighting for the championship again. Like that's going to be a smoker there.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. Listen, I've seen some of the matches that just came out recently from West Coast, and there's been some bangers. Some good finishes.
Nothing like that StreetBeef West Coast 15 event that I attended, though.
Yeah.
There's about 3 fights that cracked 100,000 views, so that was one of our most successful events in recent memory.
Hell yeah. I was going to say, one of my questions actually involving the yard is about you fighting. Because I know we have all sorts of fighters. Everyone comes. But when I first met you, you were there for, oh, what's up, Scrap Yard? What was I going to say? Sorry, I got so confused. You first fought with a beef fight. What's it like to have an actual beef that you got to settle in the yard?
The beef was actually my second fight. And so right now I'm 0-2. And the beef fight was in between the fights. So I had 2 MMA matches and 1 boxing match. And it was really good to settle that beef. You know, now me and Blanco, we're actually pretty cool. A fellow Arizona guy. So it's nice to be able to, you know, punch each other in the face and still be cool.
Ooh, nice. Black Smith, the traveling coaches, hit 410K. Damn. Now, I know that you fought Laminite. I fought Laminite. That's a tough-ass opponent. I want my rematch one day. I'm training so I can get in there. Who was your, let's see, the most recent one was Sketchy, right? That was an insane-ass fight, man. I really thought you had it a couple times.
I know. I should have kept it on the feet, but when you're in top position, you get comfortable. And then, you know, I was just trying to pound him out, but that did not work.
Well, it's all good. It happens. So I'm curious. Moose, is that your actual name? How'd you get that fight name?
Yeah, so Moose is my last name. And, you know, it makes a good sports jersey. All through kindergarten to about 5th grade, I was bullied for the last name. You know, people would be like, Moo and stuff. But once I got into like sports and stuff, the last name really stuck.
I mean, hell yeah. You like, look at Moose go. Like, you know how they're dangerous there in the wild? They'll murder your ass. Hell yeah, that's what I'm here to do. Now,
You're looking diesel, bro. You're looking buff.
Oh, yeah, I've been hitting the weights a little bit. I gotta start cutting now. I gotta get ready. You know, I don't want to get hurt, so I want to start facing some serious killers. That way, I know I'm gonna become a threat. What's up, Andy? How's everyone doing? Yeah, how are you guys doing?
Staying cool.
And you now, speaking since you know, I hit the weights a little bit to try to get my power back to get ready to go. I know that you train, you have your own yard. I see all sorts of videos, but I'm curious, what do you do for cardio?
Oh man. It's so I usually try to I've been doing really hard sparring and hard bag work, so like exhaust myself and then keep going a little bit to try to push that extra. I know what I need to do is lay down some miles, but especially with this ankle right now, running is not looking good for another 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, I always say, you know, I'd rather heal. I feel like, oh, don't be a pussy. And I fuck that. I want to be healed. Because if I go and hurt myself twice as bad, I'm going to be more mad at myself for being dumbass.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know, because I want to know from everybody who fights, what got you into Street Beefs? Like, what made you want to fight? Like, because it's like I always say, it takes a certain kind of dude just want to go out and get punched in the face.
Yeah. So it started. I saw Street Beefs was like a community, and I don't have that close of a family. Like I do Thanksgiving by myself with just me and my girlfriend. So and so I really got a sense of family in Street Beefs, and also I'm a hardcore MMA fan, and it really helps when I flip the switch and actually get to try it instead of just sitting there watching it.
So was it nerve-wracking your first time stepping in there? How was that feeling? Like knowing, because I mean, we've all been like anybody who's been in a fight like me, we don't plan the fight. The shit just happens, right? So for a guy that knows he's going to fight, I mean, how is that feeling?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, really. But honestly, the first fight, I didn't have as much nervousness. But then for my second event, I was way more nervous than the first event. And then for my third event, I was more nervous for my second event. So it's like after you go in there and you get punched in the mouth a couple times, everyone asks themselves, like, is this really for me? And when you show up that second time, that says, you know, I'm here to get better. You know, this is what it is. I love this. So, yeah, but the first time I was nervous, and especially, you know, you look around and everyone just looks mean. You know, they're all ready to fight, and I'm just walking through, and that's but yeah.
Was the beef fight the biggest nerves you had?
I'd say no. I'd say the sketchy fight because he didn't have any wins. I didn't have any wins, and it was an MMA. The beef fight was boxing, so you know you're not dodging elbows and you're not worrying about getting slammed. But
yeah,
the beef fight, I had a lot on it, and you know, like if I would have went out there for that beef fight and just got destroyed, my pride would have hurt really bad. But I went in there and did a good account of myself. So
hell yeah. And it's all good. I was 0-3 before I got my first win. I had 3 losses, and then I came back and got 2 wins in a day. So, you know, yeah, you never know. And so since you've done both, do you prefer boxing or MMA then?
That's a tough call. For my next fight, my fourth fight, it will be boxing. So I'm gonna get my feet wet in that because for the my other boxing match, it was the beef fight, and there's no winners. So you know, if there was a decisive victor for the match, it would have went a lot better. I feel I won.
I completely understand why they don't do winners in a beef fight.
Yeah.
But like there's 2 things that happen. One, it's completely obvious, or 2, it's like at the end, as great as the fight was, I feel like there's no closure, man. I get it, but as a fan, you're like, oh, I just, you know, like.
Yeah, I remember that Blanco fight. Yeah, there was blood all over both y'all faces. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that was a good one. I definitely had a busted lip, and yeah, I wasn't gonna stop for no blood. So
I know what back then you were a little heavier. I think you said you were like 170. I know you've cut back. You're like 158 now. I think. What are you trying to get to for fighting?
For Street Beefs, I definitely want to fight around 155. I could use my long arms more to my advantage. Have better luck striking. But if I do like amateur, and once I finally want to take my career to the next level, I'm gonna go for 45s. So, because Sean O'Malley, he's from Phoenix AZ. Go throw some hands on him.
Yeah, go teach him a lesson. That's what I fight at 155. I'm gonna get to 145. And what are you gonna say, Jay?
I was just gonna say Sugar Sean is tough as nails, like got dynamite in his hands and talks just enough shit to be entertaining, but not to be super disrespectful. He's got that game on lock. As long as he keeps fighting the way he does, man, the sky's the limit for that dude.
You gotta take it, man. He is lost.
Who do you guys have for his next fight? Is versus Pedro Munoz coming up shortly. Sugar Sean's.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know. I mean, Sean's got the. You see the way he sets it up too, where he comes back and then he leads with the front and bam, that back fist just comes and just hits him. I might have to go with him for the money right now, just because I'm a little bit
crazy. But does he not seem for his like what he fights at to have the most explosive hands?
Yeah, I think he fights at 40. Yeah, he fights at 45. So
yeah,
he hits hard.
Like I see him knocking out dudes in every fight almost. Maybe I just give him too much credit. And I know people go, "Oh, they're feeding him the cans. He hasn't fought." He's beat everybody they put in front of him, and he's beaten guys that are higher ranked than him, and he's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Why would you take a kid that's got that much talent and just throw him to the wolves right away if you're the UFC? I think they're doing a great job with him.
Oh, yeah. I like some of his other videos, too. Some of that side content he'll put on Instagram or Facebook. That shit has me laughing once in a while, too. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, he did Food Truck Diaries or whatever it's called with Brandon Schaub.
Yeah.
On YouTube. That was a pretty good one. He's a good interview, though. Because like I said, he knows how to play the game perfectly.
So since we're talking about fighters, what do you have a favorite fighter, Moose?
For what?
For both MMA and boxing.
Okay. Let's see. For MMA, that's tough. Because I watch every single UFC event, so it's kind of hard to just solo out one guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I do really, really like Kevin Holland. I was actually in contact with his manager, Justin Adams. He sometimes is in his corner, so it was cool. I got to see backstage pictures of the UFC from Justin, which is Kevin Holland's one of Kevin Holland's managers. So that was really awesome.
Nice.
Your favorite fighter, buddy?
I usually would always say, like the Diaz brothers and stuff, but right now I'm on a little bit of a Patty the Baddie trip, man. I can't wait to see his next fight. Oh, he kills it. And the fact that he's like, I'd rather be fighting Happy Lads. And he's like, look at you, you're unhappy. He's like eating pizza and I'm like, yes. Would you have any formal training, Moose? Ooh.
No, no formal training. It's all in my backyard. I brought over people who are pro and they beat the hell out of me. But I don't know if that counts as formal training because they have the knowledge. They gave it to me. I still have to figure out how to put it all together, though.
Hell yeah. Jay, who's your favorite fighter?
I got two. And it's Thug Rose and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, but Joanna just got murked with the nastiest backhand ever. So that hurt. But yeah, my two favorite fighters, and Rose became my favorite. I'm a big Anthony Pettis fan too. But they're both from Wisconsin. So I knew who they were. I was watching Anthony Pettis in what was it? WEC? Is that what that shit was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember watching him there, and then Thug Rose, I heard of her a little bit, and then she hit the Ultimate Fighter. And I was like, she's from Milwaukee. I'm riding with her through this whole thing because I'm from Wisconsin. So that's how I became a Thug Rose. But Joanna's got hands, and that's just why. Joanna's the first UFC female fighter that I looked at and go, dude, if she tried to hit me, I'm running. I just remember that thought coming into my head. Not that they all couldn't just throw a beating on you, but that was I watched her in a fight and just went like, that's the last person I want throwing hands on me.
Yeah, Yolanda was really good at mental warfare.
Yeah. So that's what I feel about Chris Cyborg.
Ooh.
Chris Cyborg, yeah.
If I see her, you. Unless you take a photo, then I'll be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah.
Cyborg seems like one of the nicest people in the world, though, when she's out with fans.
Yeah. She does seem pretty humble, nice. And she was in that Jake Paul video, that music video, the F Dana White.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
now,
one quick thing, buddy, before we go on, because I know we got more questions. We got a quick word from our boy Freezes at Overtime Hustling.
Overtime Hustling.
What's good? It's your homie, Freezes Christ. Y'all know the deal. Make sure y'all head on over to overtimehustling.com where you can catch all the latest merch, all the newest mags, all the media, everything, know what I mean? And you can also find me on Winging It with the homies Keith G, King Dell, and Payne Gusto. And you can catch me on Turf Tales with the homie SK, as well as Backblocks, you know what I mean? And if you got nothing to do on Sundays, even if you do got something to do, make sure you tap in the Overtime Reactions hosted by the homie Cuzzo. And I cannot forget the homie Jay over there at the Yankee and the Brit channel. So make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And hey, check me out, your boy Freezes, on that Real Talk with Jay. It was a hell of an interview, yo. Gotta do it again. I keep saying it because I mean it. We gotta do it again. I had a great motherfucking time. But anyway, you know who it is. Freezes H, OTH, Yankee and the Brit, Winging It, Turf Tales, Overtime Reactions, Chronicles Podcast. You know the drill, Cush's Corner. It's a motherfucking movement. So move with it. Or move out the motherfucking way. Simple and plain.
Overtime hustling, we hustling overtime.
Yeah, I like that. Move with or move out the way.
And anybody who doesn't know it, in 2 weeks, Buddy V is going to be on Real Talk with Jay. We're going to talk Zuel. We're going to talk the Scrapyard. We're going to talk it all. And in case you didn't already know, Payne Gusto and yours truly are coming out with a show collaboration between OTH and Yankee and the Brit. So stay tuned for that coming up. But let's get back to the man of the hour. Let's get back to Moose.
Yeah, natural conversationalist. I really love this right now. You know, I love the guests we get to meet. Some people just have it. Hey, yo, what's up? Sandra Proctor. Yeah, I didn't want to mess up your name. Sorry. And then earlier, Mandy, what's up? I'm ready for Saturday. Also, I don't have them on me, but I got these little flag things for the parking detail where it's a bright, like, neon hand sign that people use for crossing. I'm going to put scrap right across it, so can't wait to show you guys that. But my question, I brought the scrapyard up, is because if you were to travel to another yard, which one would you want to go to first? The Dirty South, OG, or the scrapyard?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to go with... Oh, it's definitely between the OG and the scrapyard. So, yeah, definitely between the OG and the scrapyard. What I would like to do is get a couple wins in boxing at 155 and go down there and take out Q-Tip.
Ooh!
But
You hear that Q-Tip
Here first.
I'm going to get a couple wins
ready.
in boxing. Get a couple wins in boxing. And, you know, it'd be nice to mix that up.
Heck yeah, salute. Oh, yeah, you saw me crack the drink? Salute. I actually just got these from my girl's friend. We went to go pick some up from her house. And so she gave us a few to try out. She's like, here, you can take these with you. I instantly grabbed one and started drinking it. And they all opened their mouth. And they're like, wait. I was like, oh, you meant for later. My bad.
What is it? Alcoholic beverage or?
Yeah, Simply Spiked. I didn't know Simply made a spiked beverage, strawberry flavor.
I knew it was like some lemonade or something. I seen the Simply.
Heck yeah. All right. On the topic of fighters, sorry, I didn't mean to distract everybody. So we talked about what yard you would go to. I'm curious because, you know, I have a few people that I like to ask is, who do you feel would be a good challenge for a fight for you? Because I said you one time. It was a tie with from the West Coast. It was a tie MMA between you and I heard Prince KT might go. So those were, you guys are, I think it'll be good matches for me. But let's hear you.
Oh, that's what they said. We're good matches for you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'd be a good match. Definitely. I did like that Lamonite fight. Me and him were pretty equal. Lamonite, he's a beast. And yeah, you fought Lamonite too. So, we got a little triangle going.
Exactly,
We
right?
all gotta mix it up.
We go and the winner gets the rematch with
You're
Lamb.
Eskimo brothers.
That's,
Dang.
that's cool.
That's funny. But yeah, who do you think? I was like, this isn't a call out, but just who you think would be a good match to test yourself with?
Yeah. It'd definitely be between Lamonite. Yeah, I think Lamonite.
Yeah. Like I said, he's killer. I watched some of his training videos too, where he wears like, I want to get it that resistance suit around your waist so it connects to your arms and your legs. So when you kick and punch, it gives resistance. Yeah, he looks like an athlete. So I dig that.
I also want to do what is it? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't think Eskimo Bros work like that.
Steve. Okay, sorry. Fire Chicken just had me laughing. Like,
That's funny.
Heck yeah.
all right, I'm sorry I threw everybody off, but that really made me laugh. So sorry about that. Yeah.
No, that's fun. That's perfect. The Fire Chicken said that. Because my next question is, how do you feel about the whole Fire Chicken versus Tiny Tank matchup that's gonna happen?
Oh, I like it. I like how they had some lighthearted memes and short videos back and forth. That was really awesome. And like a lot of people like kind of got serious about it, and like some people took it a little too far. Like, because I really like Steve. Steve's my man. Hey, Steve's got to stick together.
Exactly. Fair enough.
Steve's got to stick together. But honestly, I would be on Tiny Tank's side. I'd be on Tiny Tank's side of the fence. You know what I mean? Tiny Tank's my man. That's my guy. He put me on, got me my first fight.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
You see
but I
Free Smoke.
like the lighthearted beef.
Yeah, you see Free Smoke kicking it up already. That's
Yeah,
what
he's
he
ready.
does so well.
He's gonna put that up twice. I don't know. I think Fire Chicken's got it, but we're gonna stick to our branch leaders. You gotta stick. You gotta be loyal.
Yeah.
What?
I was going to tell you, who I think's going to win?
Yeah, you're the unbiased one. Who?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. That's my answer. Like, I don't know, but I can't wait to find out because I've seen Steve fight more than I've seen Tiny Tank fight. And, I think I saw Tiny Tank fight one time. Maybe two. I don't remember, but yeah.
See, and it's like I tell everybody, this I feel is a great matchup for the fact that you guys are more serious about it than us, right? Yeah, we're sticking behind our people. Yeah. So he just too hard. That's funny. So no, I feel like it's great because then no one can sit here and say, oh, they picked the match, or oh, they don't deserve to be branch leader. Oh, they picked someone that they know they're gonna beat. Two people training hard, both leaders. No one can say shit because they're going at it. They know what they got into. They made it happen. I think this is gonna be a really fair fight, fun fight. And yeah, I think Tiny takes like 5'3" and Steve's taller too. So as a shorter guy, I really want to see this fight too.
Well, and like Steve said, we're all joking, but I think that's what's fun about it is that it's supposed to be for fun. It's branch leader versus branch leader. They're two guys who get along, who are going to get in there and throw down. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's better when there's no animosity because people aren't thinking with their feelings. You know what I mean? They're just having fun. They're in the zone. So it's a lot better that way. If you go in with if you go in with problems and heavy heart, you're not going to fight as well.
Yeah. I like all those comments. Heck yeah. Yeah, overtime hustling salute. Now, I'm curious because, Moose has a lot of things. You're a fighter. Do you want to be like, a professional fighter in the future? Do you want to build a brand up? Do you want to do more? I know you got a couple drawings done, one by me. Ooh, yes, I still have that. I did that for Moose. Like, what's in the plans for Moose? What do you have?
I definitely like to mix it up eventually for some money, like go pro. But I think I'm just gonna skip amateur. Probably grab about like 5 or 6 more fights. Really find my style and flow. And a lot of these organizations, they think they'll hire or they'll get somebody a fight to think they're feeding you to somebody else. Like so you're just a lamb. But if you go in there and you get it done, then you might make a name for yourself.
Okay. I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it 1,000,001. All the amateur promoters who are not begging Street Beefs fighters to come fight on their fucking card are crazy, because they're never going to get an amateur fighter with as much following and publicity as somebody who's fought in one of the scrapyard branches. And I think they're fucking nuts for not just like trying to scout the shit out of all the branches for fighters for their amateur venues.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not to mention, I feel like with StreetBeefs, no matter what branch you go to, you have such a diverse group of levels. You really can go from a level 1 to a level 2 to a level 3, work your way up to somebody who's who you trying to see if you had your choice when you come back. Ooh, that's a good question. We'll get to that in a second. Free smoke. So it builds you up to where you can become at a point where you're damn near professional. Because I mean, how many people from the OG yard were professional? People from the scrap yard have gone to professional USA boxing and stuff. I don't know so much about the West Coast because I don't always keep up with it in the dirty South. But it's a platform to grow, and if you know how to use it right, shit. But yes, free smoke. Let's get this question. If you could have your choice when you come back, who would it be?
Oh, that's a tough question. So far, my resume is pretty good. Like I got a lot of good names on there, even though I lost. But damn,
MMA.
I'd probably go for yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. You guys can give me anybody. That's where I'm at. Like just the same one last event. I showed up and they pointed at Sketchy, and I know he's tough. I know he's tough. And yeah. So Jay versus Cuzzo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
they lost me at MMA. I am 44. I am not going all MMA. Like, you might have had me think about it if you would have said boxing, and I definitely would have to get in shape. But as soon as you said MMA, I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. Like, I ain't trying to roll around.
Let's get a petition started.
That's funny.
That's funny. Jeez. Now I know Free Smoke does a handful for the West Coast. He's got the podcast. He's associated with other people. I've seen him repping. He's talked about the Smoke Ranch, helped out with that. It's like I think it's cool that each branch has people that have different levels of helping out, sharing stuff in the groups, keeping them active, keeping spirits up. I mean, yeah, when you say Moose, everybody's like, yeah, hell yeah, Moose.
I don't know. A couple people don't like me, but you never know.
You know what I say? They can get punched in the face. Oh,
Schedule it.
Hey,
now,
the motto, glove up or shut up, man.
Exactly, right? Now, it's interesting because people sometimes have different favorite gear and whatnot. Is there a specific brand you prefer to purchase, whether it's training gear, gloves, or anything, or you just kind of get whatever's cheaper?
I like my Hayabusa gloves. I haven't got to test them out, but my next boxing match, I got some 12-ounce Hayabusas. Definitely don't put them on somebody's face.
Gotta break them in. I know some of my gloves are decorated with some of my opponent's blood.
I don't care what people think, but honestly, fighting is all about promotion. So, my name is my brand. So it's not necessarily, it's all a numbers game, guys. So how many people are pushing thumbs down and how many people are pushing thumbs up? I try to be as active in the community as I can, reach out to as many people, train with everyone. YouTube challenges, that Buddy V.
Yeah. The watermelon one was my favorite. Now, at Free Smoke, I fight around 150 to 155. I'm trying to drop to like 145 right now. If I get my diet right, it'll be good. If not, then I'll probably stick around 150. We'll see. But yeah, the moose challenges are fun, man. I see those. It's like, how fast can you hit the bag, breaking the watermelon and stuff. Like, how do you come up with these ideas?
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTubes, so just make my own ideas. I saw a guy shooting a watermelon with a shotgun, so that's where I got the watermelon idea from. I'm like, if he's blowing it up with a shotgun, I could put my fist right through it.
Y'all ain't gonna be doing that with inflation pretty soon. The price of watermelon's going up,
Yeah.
man.
No more.
Right? Oh, Wama, yeah, that's a little too light. Like I could probably drop to like 140 if I wanted to fight like maybe Darkness or something. But yeah, I don't think I'd go to 130. I might be looking stick and bones if that's the case.
You look like Conor McGregor for that Jose Aldo fight.
Yeah. Okay, baby. Sorry. So, what was my next question? I have one right here. Oh, yes. Music. What kind of music does Moose listen to when you train? You get ready for a fight. What gets you ready?
I definitely like rap more, hip hop, R&B. I definitely sometimes if I'm being violent, I'll listen to heavy metal. So you know what I mean. That gets me going right there. So
if you're really into hip hop, because I'm never above self promotion, check out the Real Talk with Jay interviews. I got some great hip hop artists on there, and I just dropped the second episode of 5 Artists You Should Know.
And
I'll check that out. Okay, let me just say,
self promotion,
right? Jay and Overtime Hustling, when they do some of the shows, the music I hear from you guys is, whoo! I don't have to look up Top Billboard or anything anymore. I just get to come to your shows, watch them, enjoy a good show, learn some new music. Yeah.
Hey, as much as I like doing it and I listen to like artists people don't know, nobody puts the time in like 21K at Overtime Hustling, man. Oh, Turf Tales, they turn you on to so much good hip hop. It's crazy.
See, I like everything. Like even my kids listen. I listen to hip hop, rap, R&B, metal, rock, some funk, old school stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I think music's diverse and transcends. I'm not gonna lie. Before a couple of my fights, I played God of War, like the Kratos theme song, and I was just, so some of those fights where I was getting punched in the face kept going. That's what I listened to first.
Yeah.
Well, since he brought it up, what would be your song if you were going to walk out to your professional debut?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I'll probably go with man, I am slacking on all my questions. Let's see. There's a lot of good ones. I'd probably do something metal, even though I like rap more. I'd do something metal just to get evil.
Yeah. We all have to say we would. Hell yeah, at the same time. I like a lot of other stuff. I kind of like Prophecy by Soulfly. It's hard, but it's not like crazy hard. And the music video they shot on the Navajo Indian reservation, so it made the music appeal to me that much more. And it's just like I feel like it's just thinking this is the prophecy. Me coming in this cage, that's the prophecy. Win, lose, I'm meant to fight for life. Fight in life.
Oh. Some answers trees in there.
Yeah, heck yeah. And don't forget, when I come back down the West Coast this before the end of the year, when I fight, I'm bringing my camera, so all y'all better get ready for some interviews. I'm curious.
Interview invasion of the West Coast.
Hell yeah. It's interesting when you come to the cage, especially in Street Beefs. You get people that have first fight, many fights. Did you fight growing up, or did you ever fight in the streets? Or
yeah, I've been a fighter basically my whole life, and it's funny because literally a month before my first Street Beef fight, like before I even knew about Street Beefs, I got into a street fight. So I got into that street fight, and the whole time I'm looking over my shoulder, thinking the cops are gonna come arrest me because I knocked his teeth out of his face. So they were looking for me, I thought, and then I'm like, I want to fight without having to look over my shoulder and think, can I do something,
Hell yeah. That's fine. Jeez. Yeah, majority of the people, I tell people it's nice getting hit with gloves better than bare fist.
Yeah, he didn't have like a beautiful rack of teeth like mine. So like his teeth were all jacked, and I just And when I was done, there was nothing really done.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you very much. Free smoke. Right? You're like, you already lost 4 teeth of meth. At least that's when you lost from a fight. Bam! I'm just kidding.
This show right here, let me tell you.
That's funny, dude. Hey, I was gonna say before I get going, do you have a second advertisement or no?
For me?
Sorry,
no,
Jay,
Jay.
I thought you were going to ask him a question. And yes, I do have a word from the Yankee and the Brit. That's perfect. That's on me, not you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Yankee and the Brit telling you to come over and check out our shows. The Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk, Well Beyond the Arc, the Markout Podcast, Flagrant and Foul, Real Talk with Jay, and MMA Underground Weekly at YouTube.com/The Yankee and the Brit. Deuces.
So right now we got the Modern Aztec Warrior, we got the Yankee, and we got the Moose.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Taking over the internet.
Yeah, hopefully this does some numbers. I'll definitely share it. Let me plug my YouTube. It's Moose Inc. So, got about like 200 subscribers right around here. So, just trying to get the name out and yeah, keep it up, keep on grinding.
Was that Moose Inc. you said?
Yeah, Moose Inc.
Hell yeah. I follow the content. He's got training videos, some fight stuff. I think you even have a couple. My favorite one, I think someone said something stupid on one of your videos. It was like you goofing around and you're just having a fun time and stuff. So we really, like, oh, come on. Go hate on somebody else's page.
No, it's Inc. like incorporated. But I appreciate it.
I'm having a hell of a show here, guys. That's Hey, but
I
now they
do
know.
got Moose Inc. So
Hey, now they know, so they won't make the same dumbass mistake I just did.
yeah.
Y'all don't have an excuse. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, do you watch any fight movies, fight animes, anything like that?
I watch Fight Tips, Shane Frazen.
Yeah.
I mostly just like watch YouTubes. I don't really have like I don't really watch like movies really.
He's a YouTube guy. There's movies on YouTube. They're always trying to pitch that shit to me on YouTube. Yeah. And I'm thinking, why would I watch it with commercials? But whatever.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I got 3 other websites.
How long do you think before you'll be able to start fighting again with the injury?
So definitely I'm good for September, but I'm hoping August. I'm hoping I can come back a little bit shorter, and yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I'll say, so since you watch YouTube and all that, dream matchup you could see, not yourself, but if you could see 2 people fight between whatever yard against each other, who would you see? Mine, I still stick by it, is Duva from West Coast and Jay Gotti from Scrapyard. Still my favorite. I wish I could see. What about you?
That's a good one. I am going to go with Nasty Native versus the Terrifier. But
please
and
thank you.
MMA. I want to see some slams. I want to see some good old control, some elbows, whatever they do. I want the full mix up.
Welcome to the slam. Let's go with Jam. I think that would be interesting because, yeah, I mean, Terrifier and Nasty Native both had killer fights. They've demolished a handful of opponents. They severely hurt other opponents without even trying sometimes. I think that would be a really fair one. Sheesh. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good test for both of them. Who wants it more?
Definitely.
For me, because there's been so much buildup and it hasn't happened, I still want to see Free Smoke and Jabberwocky.
Absolutely. I want to see that one. Ooh. I want to see him, Free Smoke, Jabberwocky, and then Free Smoke and Crazy Legs. Those I definitely want to see. I think Free Smoke sits right around the weight in between them, right? Or like right around Crazy Legs' weight. But
yeah, I think so.
I know you're not listening, Free Smoke, so it's okay. That's why.
He's playing Zelda.
I saw that. I think the Oni is coming back to fight. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oni's a bad man. He's
So like, I follow
dangerous.
him. He's with Punk Rock Fight Club. They do some crazy shit. I'm waiting to see how he comes back. Cause I know before he said he trained it by himself for a handful of times. He did a couple of live workouts on the West Coast and whatnot. So I was like, all right, let's see him.
Yeah.
How long's your hair? I know that you have to pull your hair back in your fights.
Yeah, it's like down right here.
Damn.
It's all like
Okay.
How often in a street fight have you had that fucking grabbed?
Actually, since I had my hair long, I've only been in that one street fight before I joined StreetBeefs.
Okay. Because it seems like that's not the best hair for a street fight, but you know.
I saw the boar when he fights in the scrapyard. Sometimes he doesn't always put it up super tight. So then, like 2 punches in, it's like woof, and then all of a sudden he's got hair all over his face. I'm like, yeah, he's looking like cousin It from the Addams Family. I'm like, man, you gotta pull it back.
Yeah, I braid mine before my fights.
Hell yeah, that's what to do it. I was like, your girlfriend help you? Because I get my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, braid my hair. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't braid my own. I can braid just the ponytail, just like regular braid, but I can't do the French braid on the top.
Hell yeah. Now, you watch a lot of YouTube. Have you ever seen any of, like, bare knuckle fighting, anything like that?
Definitely.
Would you do it?
You said what?
Would you do it? I'm asking him if he'd fight bare knuckle.
Yeah, definitely. I actually thought about taking a few of the bare knuckle matches when StreetBeefs was kind of like, I think they said they were doing like a sponsor with them or something. To a couple people could do raps only matches, and then that went, but it never played out. So
I remember when they announced that. I was like, what? They were to sign me up. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, I got a question for both of you that just popped into my head. So what is it like going to an event, like knowing you're going to fight, like getting ready, getting in the car, actually traveling to the event? Do you dwell on the fight, or does that not hit you until you get there?
You go first. Oh, me?
yeah,
Well, I'll just say, I think about it when the night before, definitely disturbs my sleep a little bit. I don't like freak out, but I keep thinking over in my head how it would play out. Listen, on the drive up, I get a little nervous. When I go up, I usually, if the few times I've known my opponent, I've gone and said what's up, got it out the way, and then that's it. When I find out who I'm fighting, I usually, the minute I find out, walk up like, hey, me and you're fighting, good luck, may the best man win, or whatever, boom, knuckle up. Then I go do my interviews and shit, and then I help with alternate angles. So right before my fight, whenever I do, I'll take that one match before, stretch out, and then right there is when my nerves are at the peak. I'm sitting there, I'm like stressing, my nerves are, oh shit, I'm shaking while I'm stretching out, and it's just like, oh man, all right, this is about to happen. That flight or fight kicks in, and then you get in the cage, you're getting ready, and then once I step in there, I do my interviews. I'm a little more calm, talking for the camera. My heart's still racing. Then once all the interviews are done, and I hear, fighter, are you ready? And I hear that cage door lock. I don't know what goes over, but then everything leaves my body. I become like this observant piece of my training, and that's where I see what happens after that. I react to my opponent. I try to put in play what I've trained and worked on, and I don't feel emotion anymore. All I feel is myself pushing myself to my limit and going past that. And once it's done, it's just the most. It's like, oh yeah, I was nervous like that for nothing. Shit.
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking. I gotta pack the car, get the ice chest ready, get ready to sit out there in the sun, and especially when you go up to the whiteboard and you see, okay, Moose versus Sketchy, and then so my mind starts looking around for Sketchy. I'm like, okay, let's see how he looks. Boom, I find Sketchy. He's in shape. He's looking like prime rib. He's like prime real estate. And so I'm like, okay. And it's funny when he seen me and we locked eyes, like I was kind of like smiling and happy to see him, and he was already in go mode. Like he was like, okay, I'm about to rip your fucking head off. And I'm like, yeah. So okay. So then that's when my nerves start kicking in, is when I see that and I see him over there just looking on me. And so and then when we get in the cage, that's when I slowly start to settle in too. I'm like, this is why I showed up here. I didn't show up here to stand out in the sun and say hi to everybody. I showed up in here to throw down. So, you go in and you do your interview. And usually I'm trembling by my interview. Like, I'm nervous as hell. And when the ref was like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, I literally just shake my head yes, even though, like, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. When he points at you and says, "Hey, you ready? You ready? Let's fight."
Yeah,
So
we're gonna go.
I can mix it up.
Yeah, I don't know why that I thought of that, but I was just wondering, like, I wonder if that nervous tension just builds because I've played a lot of sports and I've gotten to street fights, but I never got into a cage. And I just know for me, like, I grew up playing hockey from when I was like 3.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I always get this weird nervousness before a hockey game, but the second the puck dropped, it was gone. Like, so it's kind of like what you're saying. The second the fists start flying, you ain't thinking about the nerves anymore.
Exactly. You're not able to. Before everything happens, your mind's processing, oh my gosh. Then when it comes time to react, you're like, shit, okay.
Well, hockey's pretty savage because both people agreed to the fight.
Well, yeah, I never played past high school though, so you couldn't fight in high school. But
you can still level the hell out of people.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, guard it. Bam!
Yeah, I'll be shoulder checking everybody. Some for you, some for you.
There's a few sports players I think are pretty damn tough. It's hockey players, rugby players for sure too. It's like some of these sports, it's just that if they play it, they're rough. Like, I play golf. I'm like, oh, you get hurt from a slap.
Any NFL player who returns punts is a fucking madman.
Full speed? Yeah, no, thank you.
Madman. Like, yeah, that is a nasty job.
Man, I just score touchdowns every time because I'd be too scared to get hit. I'm like, shit. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting a little close to the end of my questions over here. What about you, Jay?
Well, I just was going to ask him what's next. What you got moving forward, man? What's the plan for what you got? If you got any, like, more, what you got going on YouTube, fight game, anything?
So I definitely want to grab 2 fights this year. Get that one in August or that one in September, and then finish off December. And then I would love to. I like to keep growing my YouTube. I had to take a break kind of on it. Just because I was redoing my whole backyard gym, which a lot of people saw. If anyone's in Phoenix, Arizona that wants to mix it up, box, kickboxing, sparring, training, I got the backyard for it. And, I know it just turned summer today, but it is what it is. You got to get it in where you can. So that's what I like to do.
What was your temperature today?
We were definitely in the 106s, like about 106.
Hey, I'm in Wisconsin. We were 100 today with 56% humidity. That was like the sticky. I hate the sticky. That's why I'm moving to the desert, man. I've been telling you this. This is why I'm moving to the desert. I can't do sticky anymore.
Yeah, hey, I lived in Kansas, and Kansas has real bad humidity. So I know I definitely feel your opinion on that one.
You're lucky, man. It's summertime. We have a sunny day today, but then this past whole week and a half has been raining, gray clouds. We have one sunny day, a whole week of gray clouds. We have a sunny day again today. It's 75, and I'm grateful.
Washington is pretty much Europe when it comes to weather. Like, it's pretty much England. You get a sunny day and rain and shitty in the same day. Like, yeah, you guys got that fluctuating through the day weather.
That's probably why I like Sweeney Todd so much. When I see the gray clouds and all the rain and the wet ground, I'm like, hey, that's like our place 10 months out of the year.
I love rain.
It does. It is nice.
Who lives in the desert. Like, I love rain because I get it 2 weeks a whole year. Like,
yeah.
I saw something in Tucson, Arizona. They do not have sewer systems because they don't need them. But when they hit the rain season, everybody, even the old people, go out and play in the streets because it's all rain and water filled, and they only get it for 2 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So shit, man, you want to plug us with all your social medias and everything else real quick?
All right, so yeah, hit me up on Instagram. We got Moose_Incorporated. Then on YouTube, we got Moose INC, Moose Inc. And on Facebook, we got Stephen Moose Jr. I've been doing that wrong this whole time. Stephen Moose Jr. down there. It's definitely been a pleasure. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video as well. And yeah, I think I don't really got much else to plug. So
Hey, that's Moose Inc. with a C, not a K. Just saying. Just saying. Like, yeah.
I'm not a crip, but it's a C.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, man, for being here. We really appreciate it. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you, Moose.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Definitely look forward to a part 2 on this interview. And yeah.
All right. Have a good one, man.
That was awesome. Natural conversations. He's cool as hell too.
Yeah, nice guy. Really like him. He just makes me laugh. But Steve had me laugh in this interview too. But him and Steve had me fucking dying this whole interview. I was probably the most I've ever laughed through one of these shows.
It was a fun show. Lots of giggles too. Like, hell yeah, man. That's what it needs to be, a fun time.
Yeah,
I know there's
live views were popping, live views were popping, the chat was popping. It was a good time. Hey,
hell yeah, like I said here, I'll show you guys the drawing once again. Bam. I did that from way back when after I met him. He was trying to come up with some stuff, and so like me, and I think he had a painting from someone else. And so yeah, he got a painting. I did that with markers, and I was like, hey, there you go. So
well, we'll get to it in a second, but I like your tank top, the Zuel tank top, sporting that. Got to make sure everybody sees it. But you know what time it is. It's everybody's favorite time of the show.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
All right, so this is a fun one. Today, we have 3 fun choices. 1, obviously today, fighter of the day, Moose. I say go watch him because he has his YouTube. He has all the stuff. He's growing. He's very active within the West Coast community. He's just a fun person to be around. I know he trains with a lot of people. He's one of the few people I know that have actually had a beef fight in scrapyard in the West Coast. There hasn't been as many as the OG yard, of course. And he's constantly growing. And I think, yeah, he's going to be a threat in the future as he tones himself up. And, you know, hell yeah. Second, actually, I just dropped my interview on my YouTube, 253 Buddy V. The cover is White Lightning. That's my choice for today for scrapyard. Because he's had the one fight against the Bulldozer. He was calm. He was very calculated. He got a little show-offy for a second, but I feel like he will have a couple good matches. I feel like he might come out on top, and he really needs to get tested. And we'll see what he's made of then. But as of right now, I'm curious to see what he's going to do and what the future holds. Third, this is an interesting one. Now, while his fight was amazing and he won, his appearance is what made me choose him. On the OG yard, we have Dragonborn. Now, he had like the Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones things on his chest. He had the eye makeup, like he was there too. I don't remember what his hair looked like, but then full blown with his waist, instead of a regular whatever, it looked like fur held on by a belt. Looked like he was straight from the Viking age. This like a video, it was insane. I thought he was a video game character. He came out and actually whooped ass in the outfit. And I was just like, you have my attention. The clip had it from his outfit, but now I'm really intrigued. So those are my 3 picks for the day. Sorry, Dirty South. I was looking through, and I'm gonna save you guys for next week.
So you said it was YouTube 253 Buddy V?
Correct.
Well, I didn't want to fuck 2 of them up in a row, so I wanted to ask before I did that. But that way it's up there. Everybody can see it, and I'm not going to stop saying it. Follow us on Spotify. We're getting some play. I love seeing it. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting us. The comments, man, the last couple of interviews were just a blast, bro. Like serious blast.
I've had a fun time. I'm excited for next week too.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes. I can't wait to hear about. Well, we'll wait. That's a teaser. You got to tune in to find out what me and Buddy can't wait to hear about.
You guys gotta follow the social media so you can see who it is when we release the date.
There you go. All right, guys.
Quick, shout out Zuel _ Buddy V.
Tell you, all right, guys, it's time for Buddy V to shout out Zuel.
All right, Zuel, and then Zuel-world.com. I got some more new merchandise going to come out soon. I'm going to sponsor a professional wrestling event. Once again, SOS Wrestling. I might be a sponsor for the Scrap Yard soon. I'm going to try to talk to Steve about it. You're going to see your boy start to blow up, glow up. And if you got a problem with me, grab your gloves and show up.
There you go. Because it's Zuel, whatever the fuck you want. All right, guys. Make sure you check out Yankee and the Brit. We got a lot of great shows. Manoli and Montana crushed it tonight, breaking down the NBA season. It was a lot of fun. Do it with the live chats, man, or the live comments. The comments were fucking funny. You guys will enjoy that. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. One world, one love. Deuces.